Hello friends, welcome to the 10th day of Christmas. I'm bringing you 10 cute Christmas projects for you to enjoy over this December stretch of days. And we've had so many pretty things. We have cards, we have gift tags. You can watch all the videos here on my Facebook page and also later uploaded on YouTube. So if you missed any of them, you can catch them all in all the places. Today, we're going to make this cute, actually not cute, stunning card using the, I have to look it up, Merriest Moments Bundle. And it features the Merriest Frames Hybrid Embossing Folder. So if I'm being honest, when I first heard of a hybrid embossing folder, I was like, I think that sounds kind of scary. And I tend to just shy away from things I've never heard of before. But I saw this card in the catalog, and it was so pretty. So I honestly pretty much just copied it from the catalog. I love doing that because Stampin' Up! Hires people that their job is to tell us and show us what's gorgeous. And so I take every opportunity to copy what the concept artists there at Stampin' Up! Make. And this one was no exception to the gorgeousness. Now, tonight at 8 is my regular Facebook Live. We're not canceling it because of the 12 days of Christmas. We're going to do a whole card class, fun fold card class, okay? So you're going to learn how to make 3 fun fold cards. We had so much fun with this last night. I always wonder, is something simple for me, but not necessarily simple for people that come. Absolutely everyone thought these were very simple and cute. So join me tonight at 8. Set an alarm on your phone, and you can learn how to make these cute fun folds. Don't forget, during the 12 days of Christmas, when you order $50 or more, then you'll get free red rhinestones, so that's exciting. You won't want to miss the last chance list of holiday items. When I say they're going fast, they are going fast. There are stamp sets, papers, dies, all kinds of things that are gone and they're not available. And used to, our stamp sets would hang around for longer. They're going to. So I'm just here to tell you, if there's something you wanted on that last chance list, don't miss it. Just look for my video on the last chance list on YouTube. It's all under Paper Made Prettier on my channel, and I did that last week, so you should be able to find that pretty easily. Don't forget to fill out the door prize form here if you're on YouTube or if you're on Facebook. Hi, Debbie Allen. Because, we've got that drawing at the end for the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set, I think is the name of it. Yes, yes. And if you'd like to shop with me, I hope, then the link to shop is right here in this Facebook post or on YouTube, and it does include the host code that you need. When you subscribe to my email, you'll be getting every week some of the PDFs that we're doing, and eventually you have all 12 of the PDF instructions. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another video. I would love for you to do that. And the last thing I'll tell you is what's coming. And I just want to show you this cute paper. And I'm showing you this because on January the 2nd of 2022, we are going to be using this paper in my bingo class. So this is a live class on January 2nd at 5. It's a Sunday, and it's already got 5 people signed up, and there's only space for 20. So don't snooze on that and go ahead and sign up. I've sent out emails, Facebook, everything about that today. So if you don't see those in your inboxes, then message me. And let's get started. Okay, I know, Barb, it's so pretty and cute. I can't wait for that class. So sweet. Let me see. Okay. All right, so I admit that when I first saw this in the catalog, like I said, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this hybrid embossing folder situation? Like, our embossing folders are already really awesome. Why do I need a hybrid one? But it's really just a fancy way of saying it's like, almost like, say, double duty. Because the situation here is you have an embossing folder, and when you emboss with it, it's gorgeous. This is one of the cards we made at card class a few weeks ago. Just using the embossing folder is stunning, okay? But what they mean by hybrid is then you can take the die. So we have Merriest Frames dies, okay? And the die lines up exactly with the embossed situation and cuts that out. And we're going to do that today, so don't stress if you don't understand what I'm talking about. And then, of course, there's other awesome dies. This cuts out your whole situation there. If you want to put even something else around that. We have cutouts for the stamps, of course, the poinsettias. And we have more and more things. We're going to need this one. Oh, look, I've already got one cut. But this little piece cuts out the piece that we're going to use for the front. And we're going to need some of these stamps. I'm going to leave that open. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do is take a piece of scrap white, basic white, and we are going to trim that down to 5.5 by 4.25. I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as you're close to that size. It just needs to be about the size of the front of a card. And you are going to slide that through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine with the embossing folder. Hey, Ben, I'm doing a video. No, you're fine. Just telling you. My college student is home from his job. Okay, so what you're going to need is your embossing folder, which is where? Here it is. I'm already throwing stuff around and I'm just getting started. So this is one of our thicker embossing folders, so you're going to need this plate. So this is embossing plate that is used with our thick embossing folders. So if you're having trouble with your embossing folders, it may be because you're not using the right tools. For these thicker folders, the 3D folders, then you're going to need that platform. And all you do is you place your base, your folder, and your platform. You don't have any of the plates in that sandwich, just an FYI. Oh, I see Debbie's here. Who else is here? Say hello. All right. So this is what you're left with when you've done that. It's gorgeous. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut that, and this is where the hybrid comes in. So we're going to stick this down. So you can see that this is going to be definitely something that you're going to want to add. Oh, and the good news about this stamp set and die and embossing folder is they are not retiring. So you can rest assured that they are available. They are, oh, I forgot one of my platforms. They're available. When you cut, you have to have that extra cutting situation in there. Anywho, so if you do swaps with our team or anything where you have to use current products, this whole bundle is available in the next catalog. Now, important to know, though, is you don't want to wait till later because the bundled price is retiring. So our bundled price never goes from one catalog to the next. So do you see where that says $54? Without the bundled price, it would be $60. So you don't want to wait until after this catalog retires, which is on January 3rd, to get this bundle. Get it today, okay? All right, so look at this. fabulousness. Okay, it cuts out the embossed layer. And it just, like, honestly, just that in and of itself would be enough, right? I mean, it's just so pretty. I'm going to use my scissors to just get these tiny little pieces out, or ooh, even better, I can't believe this is at the ready. I never have it when I need it. The stars are in alignment today. My favorite take your pick tool. I love it so much I can never find it. Okay, so that is ready. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this sweetie. I'm going to put this under it so you can kind of see how cool that is. All right. And actually, I'm going to set that down on a piece of cardstock because we're going to do some sponging. And I don't want to get that plate nasty. Okay. So now what, and I say sponging, well, I meant to say blending. So you're going to get a few blending brushes, and the ink pads you're going to need are soft seafoam. I just grabbed some pretty greens. Let's do garden. You know what? I would like to use evening evergreen, but I'm going to have to go find it. I thought it was over here. Hold on. It was at the top of my list, top of my pile. All right, evening evergreen, soft seafoam are the two. Oh, and also soft succulent. Okay, so we're going to do these three colors. All right. Oh, hey, Jackie. Good to see you. All right. Now, what we're going to do, it's a good idea to have some Post-it notes nearby because, where's that card? You want to just like sort of isolate some of the parts. So, for instance, like I'm trying to just sponge this one first. So I'm going to go for this little section, okay? And you don't have to overboard on this. It's not that big of a deal. You're going to have some overlap, but just kind of mask off some of that area. And on this set of leaves, we're going to use soft seafoam. And you're going to go ahead and get it on this part too. Like, don't try to preserve. You actually want it to go on that border. And we're going to cover up part of that. So soft seafoam, all your little sprigs. And while I've got that out, and since it's soft seafoam, I'm probably just going to not even cover it up with a Post-it. It's a light color. It's going to blend fine. So just come through here and get seafoam on all of your little leaves that are kind of rounded. Does that make sense? And again, you want to go ahead and get it on this little frame part. You can kind of go back and forth. You've got all your happiness there. All right. And now what we're going to do is take our soft succulent. And the soft succulent I'm going to use for the holly, this stuff. So when you're blending, it's a good idea to kind of, especially the darker colors, to start off on your side here and then go on to where you're blending. Otherwise you'll have like a strong mark where you've started blending. So we're going to come over here and do these holly leaves. And it's okay to get a little bit over there and a little bit over here. It's very forgiving. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to come in with our darkest color, this evening evergreen. You can see how easy this is, y'all. The card makes it look like it was really hard, but it's really not. It's really easy. It just looks stunning. So we're coming in with our darkest evening evergreen, and we're even going to come in and really kind of get some dark edges on some of these just for fun. Really darken that up. We're going to come in. Now this one, you see how they're pretty tight. this is a good opportunity for you to kind of mask up and get that evergreeny. That's pretty. Got a pretty sharp line there, so we can come in with our evergreen. Just kind of soften that up until you're happy with it. There we go. Got rid of that. Okay, now we're going to evergreen on this. Honestly, I don't really think the post-it note is necessary now that I think about it. Just kind of try to keep your situation there. Now, there are just, I forgot to notice, but luckily I didn't do too much damage. There's a couple of places where you have some berries. All right, so let me get this last little sprig here. But you see these berries and these berries. Now, you can't really get a blending brush in there. It's too tight. So I grabbed a sponge dauber and my cherry cobbler, which we're going to use later. And I just came in with my cherry cobbler and just dabbed up the cherry cobbler on those little berries. This one's a little bit more tight. Ta-da! Okay, so that is that. How do we think? I know so far you're like, that looks kind of weird, but once you lay down your stamped piece and you see this against the white background, wow! All right, so let's get our little piece that I said we're going to stamp on. So this was cut with one of the dies from the die set. And see, once you set that down, that's just going to be really pretty. Let's figure out what stamp we want to use. I've got Thinking of You this festive season. I'm going to use Together is the Merriest Place to Be, because goodness knows after the last couple of years we've had, Together is the merriest place to be. Am I right? All right. Let us do this. So this one is going to go sideways. And I'm going to use this color called Soft Suede. I love it for sentiments. It's like a warm, I call it a goldish brown, but it's a real great goldish brown. So we've got that going on. Now we need a small scrappy of basic white, and we're going to stamp and punch out, stamp and die cut our poinsettia. I'm going to use cherry cobbler. Voila. And of course your dies in here. You've got multiple flower dies. You've got a couple. And let me close up all these inks. I've got inks for days around here. Ooh, that's bad. Okay. Thank you, Jackie. It does turn out really well with all of our greens. And of course, you can choose whatever greens you like. We've probably got about 6 or 8 greens, and so you can decide which ones you want to use. We're going to slide this through our emboss machine. So this is where the hybrid situation comes in. Not only do you have the embossing folder with the dies, you've also just got your standard dies. Well, hi, Khaki. Great to catch you on Facebook Live. So exciting. You can catch the rest of it on the replay. Okay, so this is going to line up just right. And when it's tight like that, I'll use washi tape or a post-it note and just kind of make sure we have everything steady there. Okay. All right, now it comes time for assembly. Isn't that cute? Okay, Now, I chose this paper, which is actually some neutral paper, which is on the back of our fall paper. So don't ever just say, oh, and I say fall. It really is great for all year. It was called Harvest Meadow. But don't toss out your papers for the season until you look and make sure that there's some pieces that can be very useful for all seasons. This one in particular was a great just neutral background. Okay. And I just cut it 5.5 by 4 1/4. We're going to slide that down to our base. I just use a thick basic white base just because that is what you need to have the structure for your card. It's not a good idea to use our regular white. It's not as sturdy. So you could use other colors, but that way if it shows, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to use my dark Daffodil Delight blending marker to color this rhinestone to be yellow for the center of my poinsettia. I'm going to let that dry while I build the card. This is going to go on with dimensionals. You've made all this work to make it so gorgeous. So pop that up. I still have dimensionals. Everything is mixed around from the card class last night. Okay, so you're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Dun, 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 dun. That's really pretty. No one will ever know what it looks like on the other side. Hi, Betty. Good to see you. Don't forget, Betty's here. She always reminds me, like and share this video for the drawing at the end. That is fantastic. We're going to stick this down right here. Oh, it ran out. Let's just use some multi-purpose glue. Oh gosh, that's a lot. I don't use that very much, so I didn't think it was going to come out so fast. All right, there's that. And so you can do it tall or short card. And then we're going to pop this guy on with a dimensional right here. Don't cover up your sentiment. It's a perfect place for it. Then we're going to come back and pick up our rhinestones. So you can color rhinestones any color you want with blending markers. Here we have a clear rhinestone that is now daffodil to make the middle of that poinsettia sparkle. So a Christmas card isn't a Christmas card until it sparkles. Am I right? Do y'all love that? That is the prettiest project. And I just love how the greens just draw your eye in, and then you see all the other fantastic stuff going on with this card. And keep in mind, this stamp set and die are bundled now, but the bundled price will be retiring on January 3rd, and they will be in the new catalog. So thanks for watching my 12 Days of Christmas. $50 or more orders get free red rhinestones. Don't forget the Fun Folds class tonight at 8. And we'll see you soon. Bye.